we had one client. He came to the agency and he said, find a product for me to sell. And then he said, you guys found a shit show. It's not the product I will be able to sell. And this product doesn't have any opportunities. And I got so pissed. And I said, whatever, I will launch this product myself. I did. And it became bestseller. This product is making like $60,000 to $80,000 a month.
Welcome to the My Wife Quit Her Job podcast. Today, I am thrilled to have Izabella Ritz on the show. Now, Izabella is the founder of Ritz Momentum, where she helps Amazon sellers find and validate profitable products to sell. She's very well known in the Amazon community, and she just spoke at my annual e-commerce conference called the Seller Summit, where attendees really raved about her talk. So, in this episode, we are going to break down Isabella's strategies on how to find and validate profitable products to sell online without spending any money upfront on inventory. And with that, welcome to the show, Izabella. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me at the event. I had so much fun. And when I saw that, I believe Tony put me first right after your speech to talk, I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot of pressure. But I'm glad everyone had fun. And I am very happy to share today everything you want to know
That's
and
great.
share
Yeah,
with
we,
the audience.
we put you against Tony, I think. And then
Yes.
I think that might have worked to Tony's disadvantage because, a lot of people did attend a 10-year session. So with rave
Well,
reviews.
great. I'm glad that I made other people happy, but I really wanted to be at her talk because I'm like, well, last time when I was at your event, her talk was the most impressive for me, and she was
Yep.
talking about all these crazy funnels that pretty much every single business, not just Amazon seller, is supposed to do. Like if you're not doing funnels, follow ups, sending out the emails to those that clicked and
Yep.
didn't approach you, like you're losing so much money on the table, keeping so
Oh,
much.
definitely.
Yeah.
30% of my business is email. So, Isabella, many of my listeners probably do not know who you are. So, how did you get into e-commerce? And actually, are you currently selling on Amazon today?
I do sell on Amazon today, and I want to say it's very contagious. Like the moment you stop selling, it feels like you're missing something, and I know it because we exited 3 brands in 2021,
Hmm.
and then mine. And I will get back to the story how I started. And the brand we're selling right now, it's a Japanese brand. We started because it was out of principle. We had one client. He came to the agency and he said, find a product for me to sell. We did find a product that was extremely advantageous, and he didn't have a huge budget. He had like probably like 20 to 25,000 to launch his brand on Amazon. And then he said, you guys found a shit show. It's not the product I will be able to sell, and this product doesn't have any opportunities. And I got so pissed, and I said, whatever, I will launch this product myself.
Mm.
And I did, and it became bestseller. And we do have time, like during Q4, this product is making like $60,000 to $80,000 a month. And then it's like it does have consistent sales because it's a niche product. But at the same time, we're like, okay, so now we have to create a brand around this product. So we created a brand around this product. This it's mid six figure right now, so we're, I don't know if I want to grow it to 8 figures or something, but this probably will be like low 7 figure brand. But this is to the point that selling on Amazon is contagious, and this is something that you just want to continue doing it. I got into the Amazon space back in 2015 when I moved from Russia to live in United States, and I was already serial entrepreneur, so I knew I'm gonna do some type of the business, but I didn't have language. I didn't know culture. I didn't know anything, and I was just googling like, what should I do in United States? What kind of business should I do in United States? And everybody was talking about Amazon. And if you will look at the space right now, a lot of sellers started back in 2015, 2016.
Yep.
It was a boom, and I was probably one of these people that was in a wave of this 2015. And I did start, and I think I was super lucky because a lot of products I was launching, it even just very intuitive, no validation, generic, didn't even slap my logo on it. It was just let me launch a product. My first product
Back in
was,
the day, it was like that, right? Just throw
yeah,
anything up. Yeah.
yeah, and I launched silicone wine glass, and I made $14,000 on top of my investment month one. I still don't know how it happened, but it happened. I was very happy about it. And this is where I realized, okay, Amazon works. I guess I just will stick with this, and I just continued with a lot of mistakes after. Then this product became unavailable for me to sell because someone patented. I didn't know at the moment that patents are territorial, and this patent was filed in UK, not in United States. But you live, you learn. If we would know better, we would do better. Um,
I'm
so,
curious, that client who got angry, did you show them the product that they could have launched?
oh
Uh,
no, I didn't, because I was proven to myself. I'm like, no, I'm good. But if he would ever reach out, I will make sure to punch him in the face by saying, look
I
at
know, seriously. So, the last we mentioned that I actually started it, I think, in 2016 or 20, no, 2014. I can't remember. Around the same time you did.
yeah.
It was a lot easier back then. But just in the last couple years, Amazon's been squeezing both sellers and buyers more than ever before. So I want your opinion real quick before we get started. What do you think about selling on Amazon specifically today? And how have your strategies adapted as a result? Because obviously you can't just buy something unbranded and throw it up anymore.
No, you definitely cannot. Some people still do, and some people still doing it successfully. I think it's just the lack of first time mover. Like I will try first time and let's see how it works. For some people, it still works, but I don't see much success in it. Um, I never believed in cheap products. It's just the nature of my personality. I never believed in low ticket prices. Even this my silicone wine glass I was selling at 39.99 back in the days, and it was set of four, and I was my cost of goods was $5, I believe, or something like this. So I stick with the theory that we have to sell high ticket products that actually have margin. And if you're based on consumers demand, consumers avatar, shoppers experience, and you develop the product the way your buyers are ready to pay higher price, you will be successful. So like don't go out after the BSRs and like all this craziness, just going after margins. And I do agree, Amazon is squeezing everybody. And I just believe that we have to be not in the crowd of people that are talking and squealing, but we have to be on a side where we can win. So if it's an opportunity for us to win, how we can have it as an opportunity? Where is the opportunity here where everybody suffers? So you're just finding it and you're bringing it to the market.
So how do you define high end? Like, can you just throw some numbers? Like, what do you consider a high ticket item?
So let's just go with the another example. We did have a client coming to us to sell blades. So most of the blades is kind of plate, but at the same time, it's not. It's in between plate and the bowl, and it does have a keyword blades. So it's kind of deep plate. Um, the average price for this product, I believe, is $39. If I not mixing out,
Sure.
we launched his product at $89, and it happened because we've been learning customer demand and what are they ready to pay for. So people didn't like that this product is breakable, is not dishwasher safe, and like a lot of other features and benefits that that other sellers were not able to provide. So we redeveloped the product the way where customer will be happy to pay higher price because this product has an opportunity. And the reason this product has an opportunity, again, we find out about it because of the customer feedback. This product is being purchased primarily as a gift. So when we're given a gift, we want to look good. If I am given the gift, that means I want something that is more expensive and at the same time people will use for a long time. So, and when you do this discovery of the product, this is where you're able to find out if people are willing to pay higher price. So, if I'm selling vitamin C, I have doubts someone would want to pay
Sure, right. A premium.
$80 for a
Yeah.
product that you can buy at $6. There's just no opportunity for this. But there are a lot of products where it's a huge opportunity to sell at the higher price because of different reasons people are purchasing this product.
Hey, just a quick heads up. Tickets for my annual e-commerce conference, the Seller Summit, are now on sale over at sellersummit.com. If you run an e-commerce business selling physical products, this event was built for you. Unlike typical events filled with broad advice and feel-good stories, the Seller Summit is all about real strategies you can actually use. Every speaker I invite is deep in the trenches, running their own store and dealing with the same challenges you face every single day. Now, we keep the event intentionally small, just 200 people, so it stays intimate, and you actually get time to connect, ask questions, and have meaningful conversations. I've sold out every single year for the past 9 years. And if your store is already doing over 250K or $1 million in revenue, we also run a private mastermind with other top sellers in the space. You can learn more and grab your ticket over at sellersummit.com. Now back to the show. So in your plate example, though, I am kind of curious, and you don't have to reveal the actual plate, but to charge 2.5 times more than the market, it sounds like it was a completely different type of plate than what was being sold out
If I
there.
would be prepared, I would bring it. It's in my kitchen. I
Oh, you
have
do? That's okay. I'm just curious
I
though.
have it in my kitchen. I didn't see this guy continue selling. I don't know why, but when he launched, it was $100,000 launch.
Wow.
It was huge. It was like amazing.
And but like just I'm just trying to get an idea though. Did it look completely different than all the listings out there?
It didn't look completely different. I think my husband actually just heard me, and I think I
Oh,
will
he's
not be
gonna go get it?
surprised. I
Okay.
will not be surprised if he'll bring this blade, and I actually hear I think he's taking this blade.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It did look different at the time. I didn't analyze this listing this market for a while, but we made it wider. We made it a little bit deeper, and we literally went through the supplier and created the sample with completely different design. And we didn't just test the design against each other. We tested pricing structure as well.
Okay.
So, would you purchase this product that look like this as $39, or will you purchase this product that low? Actually, yeah, I'm about to show you guys.
Okay,
So
perfect.
yeah,
Awesome.
it's right here.
Okay.
So, or will you purchase this product that is like handmade and hand painted on a different
Uh,
way?
okay.
So that's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's
That's
the
great.
benefit.
I wish my wife was here to help me out with these podcasts too.
Yeah, well, you never know. I thought he's in his headphones, but he wasn't. But yeah, this is like how we really structure the product. And this one, we use it for like over 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Dishwasher safe, never broke one. And sometimes things break. So you just
Okay.
develop the product the way your customer is asking for, and
Okay.
then you sell it at the price they're
I'm
ready to
glad you brought the plate up as an example because that is an item that I would think would be saturated. So, what I want to do next is talk about your process for finding a good product. And I know you rely heavily on AI these days. So, just walk me through your process. I would love to hear it.
Yeah, this AI process. Because of the AI process, everything changes literally every day. So if in the past I was just even not even in the past, a year ago, I was taking the data sets from Smart Scout and I was uploading these data sets into GPT,
Hmm.
which was also with the help of AI. And I was going through this data faster, like help me find the product that has these requirements, A, B, C, D. And I was going through like a lot of products at the time. Right now, I'm structuring prompts for the client. So, for example, and this is the starting point, right? So for example, we have a client X that has 40,000 budget for lunch. He has cost of goods. He doesn't want to sell in certain categories. And I want to find a product for him that he'll be selling at, I don't know, $89 with the cost of goods of 15, 20. So now I'm structuring the prompt with the requirements. Find for me the not saturated niche products that I will be able to upgrade and redesign on the way like my customers would want to purchase
Hmm.
with the approximate revenue per month, and I am doing it without deep search first. And then if I'm finding out some certain ideas, I'm adding also deep search, so I will be able to get some links to make sure AI is not giving me like, hey, you can sell a book at $2,000, like just
Right.
because AI decided to. So, and then we're adding some deep research into that, and we're going through the process. It's coming out these days to the structuring correct prompt
Okay.
based on what you want. It's not like, hey, find the product without the electronics that I want to sell at $20,000 a day. So it's not. It's like you're really going into very deep prompting, but you save yourself so much time. And then you're
Can
already going from there.
before we get into the prompts, what are your requirements actually that you're feeding in?
Requirements really depend. So, like, we have clients, like Charles is one of them, right? You
Okay,
know,
yeah, Charles is a student in my class for people listening. Yeah.
yeah. So he's great, but he said I don't really care about oversaturated or heavy products, and he's an experienced seller, right? So he
Yes.
wants profitable, revenue driven, profit driven product, and he doesn't care if it's oversized. So we found product for him that is a little bit oversized, but he can make seven figure of just this product per month.
Right.
So would I recommend this type of the product to the new seller or not really experienced seller? Never, ever, ever. But he is capable to handle this type of the product. So, and that's why we are that like process the process is being tailored for every single
Mm,
client individually. So it's not
okay.
like it's a recipe for everybody.
Of
There
course.
is a lot of variables for each individual seller. And sometimes we're finding products that are maxed out at $10,000 to $12,000. But we know that this customer will be able to handle this product and they will not fail.
Let's target a complete beginner. Okay. So complete
Okay.
beginner comes to you and let's say they have $10,000 or something like that. Or we can walk through your plate example, whichever you feel more comfortable with
Yeah, we
and
can
how
go to
you
the plate example.
yeah. Yes, because that person's not even selling that plate anymore, so it's probably not a
Yeah,
big deal. Okay.
yeah.
So how did
So
you yeah.
so for this one, first of all, we found an advantageous keyword at the time. That was 20, I would say 2022.
Okay.
I think so. So this keyword very, very advantageous now. And at the time, it's been only, I would say, seven or five. It was below 10 competitors. I remember that for sure. So we had a very low amount of competitors for this keyword. And sometimes products are being ranked for the different keywords. And we were trying to find how many actual sellers with this product are on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's been below 10. So
What is
like,
your
okay,
threshold for that? Like, let's say there was 50, would that have still been okay?
it depends on the search volume of the aggregate. It's supposed to be the aggregate of the search volume. So what
Okay.
is the potential for us to reach, right? Because I don't want to create a demand for the product. I want the product to be in demand, and I want to sell something people are searching for.
So
So
what would be your threshold for the ratio of demand versus number of sellers? Just trying
I
to get an
will
idea.
I will be looking, for example, like at least 100,000 a year
Mhm.
with a very low purchase rate slash conversion rate. Like if you're going on Amazon Product Opportunity Explorer, you're able to see their conversion rate, and I want this conversion rate to be below 1.5%. That's
And
what
you
I'm
want
looking
you
for.
want a low conversion rate because that means people are not selling this very well, or there's
Yes,
a lot of okay, okay, got it.
correct.
Okay,
Because that means market is not satisfied with the offer, and market is leaving Amazon to look for this product somewhere else.
okay.
And it was a tool. It was, oh my god, um, I think it was viral to viral. I don't
Viral
see
launch?
viral. No, 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 not viral
Vir
avalanche. It was viral to viral. I think they called it.
okay,
I had access to them for a little bit. They've been in beta. I don't know if they ever released, but these guys at the time when we've been actually working with this product, they were able to provide data if this product is being sold on eBay, on
Oh,
Shopify,
okay.
on Amazon. It's very sad that like I don't have access, and I even don't know if they're there
I mean, the
anymore.
Amazon tool space is super competitive. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised if they ran out of
and
money. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And you were able to pull if people are purchasing this product off Amazon more than they're purchasing it on Amazon.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's not really available, but now you're able to see if this product is being advertised and promoted by influencers, which is a bigger deal. Because now, if I have this product, or if I have any seller that launched this product with the high margins and higher revenue because of TikTok video, or because of Instagram video, like you're the one of those that is buying toothbrush with toothpaste.
That's my wife, but yes.
Yeah, I saw this page. So that means I can create and I can hire influencer that will create for me the viral video for this stupid blades.
Mhm.
And if someone created this demand, and or not demand, like the sales, we can create the same cash flow, right?
Right,
So this is where we'll be looking at. And if this, again, if this purchase rate, coming back to the purchase rate, if the purchase rate is low, that means market is not satisfied. So let me find out what market doesn't like about the product, so I will recreate the product the way the market will be happy, and my conversion rate will be way higher.
right. Okay. So walk me through that process. How do you discover what the market actually wants?
These days is actually super easy. In the past, if you remember what we were doing, like we've been reading reviews for days
Yep.
and taking notes, and like it was a lot of work, and it was time consuming. Now I'm using VocAI. There is some other tool that is doing the same thing, but VocAI is really the best.
That's
Um,
voc.ai for anyone listening.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. And you are going into the hold on, customer reviews, I think.
Yep.
Marketing, customer reviews, or market insights, like it's on the left side. And you're pulling ASINs with a high amount of reviews. They just have to be very relevant to the product you're planning to sell and redevelop. You're scraping these reviews takes up to 90 seconds. And you can scrape 15,000, 20,000 reviews, whatever you want, and you're able to see all the customer feedback. And again, it's already AI'd, right? And we're still super lazy. So what I'm doing, I'm just downloading all these reports, uploading them to ChatGPT, and asking GPT to create customer persona, because that's a big deal. A lot of people still don't do it. Please, when you go after the product, develop your customer persona first. So you have to know who your product will be talking to. It's because we're not going after anymore. Oh, my product is I don't know, dishwasher safe, something safe, something safe. We have to go after the benefits for the customer. So no need to hand wash, no like ready to go plate or ready to go bag or something like this. So it's supposed to be with the benefits for the customer. And then after you develop customer persona, you are reverse engineering the product. So how can I do this product better? You're reverse engineering the product. After you did that, now you are developing the product the best way your customer would want to purchase this specific primary customer persona. You can have 3 customer personas, you can have 2 of them, you can have one of them. Go after the first one first. And then when you did the reverse engineering, you can ask ChatGPT, depends on the product, you can ask to create a mock-up. It doesn't mean GPT will do a really good job. So in this process, when you reverse engineer, first you're asking to create the perfect design task for your graphic or product designer. So you're not going straight to, hey, create a mockup. No, it's not going to work. Now you're asking to create a like very, very detailed, specific um, description of the product you're planning to develop, and only then you're asking ChatGPT, or you can go to Poll, you can go to Midjourney to create the product based on the specific requirements. And now you're going through the like refine process. One of the easiest way to do it is to simplify it first, and then start adding feature after feature, because GPT is still not at the point where you can just go after a complicated product.
So that plate example that you're holding up, I don't think Vogue.ai was around in 2022. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But what were the criteria to make that particular plate that you showed me better compared to the competition? Just as an example for the listeners.
For this one, it was reading. It was we read through so many reviews back
Uh-huh.
in those days, and we just like read what customer want, and we've been doing the designs from scratch, which we still do a lot.
But how
With
did you
our
change that particular plate to make it so that you could charge 2.5 times more?
this particular one was based on the sizing,
Uh-huh.
size, like this diameter,
Yeah.
height, and color. So apparently this product is being purchased a lot design wise because people want to fit it in their interiors,
Okay. I
and this
see.
one was one of those. And this one we developed, if you look, it's different patterns,
Yep.
but they match. So it's set of four with completely different patterns on each of them, but at the same time they have a match in between every single one of them.
I see. And then the other ones at the time were smaller and they were a different color, and that's why people didn't like them as much.
They still buy them, it's just their
Sure.
conversion rate was very low, very lower, way lower. Yeah.
And I'm just curious, since this product's not being sold anymore, what did you boost the conversion rate to on that particular one?
That was a great, very well developed listing, and that was pure PPC campaign launch.
Okay.
That was wine reviews, PPC, high converting listing, and product. Like I do believe that you have three primary components: is product, um, conversion, and traffic. If conversion and traffic are not in place, like you can fix those, but if you have a very bad product, you cannot fix the product.
Right.
And if you have three components, then it's just working out.
How did you decide on 89.99 versus whatever was being sold before, which was 20 something?
I think at this moment, the highest price for similar product, not for the blades, but for similar products, was something like $70. And we're like, let's see if 89.99 is going to work.
Interesting.
And we just tested with Pickfu or with Product Opinion. I don't remember which one of them. We tested the price, and this price worked.
Okay. Okay. So PickFu, for everyone listening, is a polling platform where you can upload images and get feedback from real people who are unbiased. Um, so regarding that plate, so 89.99. The thing is like the way I shop on Amazon, I never buy the cheapest thing anymore because just my assumption is it's just this cheap thing from China. And these days, whenever I advise any student of mine to sell anything, I always have them target the high end because chasing the low margins, especially since Amazon is squeezing everybody, makes it a lot more difficult. I do remember in your presentation at Sellers that anything you'd generally advise people don't use anything that requires a mold, right?
Yeah,
So does that imply that anything plastic is kind of just not in the cards, especially if you're a beginner?
I would say complicated mold is not something I would be going after. But for example, this is clay, right?
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
don't really need mold for this because it's a handmade product. Um, I am not really against the mold. It's just for the beginners, it's a little bit overwhelming.
right.
That's why I am probably just recommending going after clay, after wood, after glass. Um,
And metal doesn't need a mold either.
metal
Yeah.
doesn't need a mold because you just cut it. Yeah, so I would just probably go after materials that don't sewing, like
Yep.
things that don't really require. Chinese will
Textiles.
tell you that like, yeah, you still need a mold, sure, but it's not actually mold. It's just some shapes that they're creating.
The world of molds is actually kind of complicated for anyone listening here too. There's different grades of molds that you can buy that last a certain number of runs.
Yeah,
And once the mold is in the factory, like it's really hard to move molds as well. So I tend to agree with you on that.
yeah. Thank you.
So I think okay. So up until this point, we've already used Voke.ai to figure out how to change the product. And then what I heard you say is you then kind of feed that information into ChatGPT, and you actually have ChatGPT make a mock-up for you.
Yeah, these
Okay.
days with you, we don't usually finalize mockup with ChatGPT, but we usually have a direction for our designer to go after. And this is how we're able to simplify, speed up the process, and not make it so expensive for our customer that are coming and paying us these days. Because in the past, what we were doing, designer was going after sketch, then we were checking if the sketch will be able to sell, and then we were doing the mockups and testing mockups and etc. So now with GPT, we can have these basic mockups, test them against competitors with Pigful, or even simulate those polls inside of the chat GPT. And I was going over, like, on the seller summit, I was showing how you can simulate the poll when you guys, if we will come back for like 10 minutes before, when I was talking at this podcast, you can take your customer persona that you created with Voc AI, and then you ask chat GPT to simulate a poll based on the based on the 100 similar personas. So simulate 100 Sarahs that we just created with you means ChatGPT, and test these three designs against each other. Make sure you provide me comments so I will be able to improve the design I want. And if you do it right, ChatGPT will actually tell you if your design is losing against your competitors. And then, of course, after you achieve certain amount of improvements, then you're going to peak phone, you're actually spending money and investing into your final polls.
So just to be clear here, you're having ChatGPT or whatever image generation tool that you want create a mockup, and then
Yeah.
you're literally pulling the product image from Amazon, and you're having ChatGPT just kind of run an AI sort of poll telling you based on your avatar which one they would buy.
Yeah.
I've actually never done that before. How does that compare to actually a real pick food poll with people?
It fluctuates. Again, depends on it really depends on your process, depending how you structure the question, and if you're not priming ChatGPT to vote for your product,
Right.
right? So you shouldn't be doing that. But it's very close. Some polls GPT is pretty much the same as Pigful.
Because ChatGPT, I feel these days just tells me what I want to hear.
I
to make
mean, that's why you have to ask him right way.
I guess the difference also is in ChatGPT, you're feeding in your customer persona. On PickFu, I don't think you can filter down to that level. Like you can't have it. You can do it by age and gender and whatnot, but it's not as granular, right? Is that why you start out with ChatGPT first?
We actually started with ChatGPT because people were complaining that they don't want to spend that much on polls, and I'm like,
Makes
but
sense.
you
It
have
makes sense. Yeah,
but you
yeah.
have to, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. And I was just thinking how I can simplify it for them and make it cheaper. Like, let's do just polling first, and then when you're getting closer, you will go and invest into Pickful. And that's why Pickful is not paying me great commissions anymore, because people are doing polls
Going through ChatGPT. Yeah.
with ChatGPT.
Okay. No, that totally makes sense. And then once you've gone through that process and you refined it and you think that you have something, is that when you actually look for suppliers and make that final thing, or do you start that process even earlier?
We look at potential cost of goods at the moment we're making a decision to move with the product. So
Okay.
we, like, for example, for our clients, we never ever provide a report for the product unless we shopped a little bit on Alibaba and just asked our sourcing agent, like, listen, what is the ballpark? Just give me the ballpark. So if I understand, like, okay, we will be able to fit into the budget and be profitable, then yeah, let's move on with this product, because no matter how badly, on a good way, we will improve the product, but we'll still be able to sell profitable.
Okay. So based on sourcing agents that you've worked with, they give you a ballpark. And it just sounds like from talking to you so far, you're shooting for 5 to 6x margins. Is that accurate?
I mean, from cost of goods, I would say four,
Four. Okay.
because and it's also cost of goods or landed cost. And these days, it's also confusing because now we have tariffs that we don't know if
Correct.
we will
Yes.
have, because maybe we will be get refunded for these tariffs, because now people can apply and refund. It's just a lot. at Seller Summit, you've been like, "Hey, Trump just said
Oh, I
this."
know. I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we have this. So it's very confusing right now. We're trying to aim at like four.
4x.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, four from cost of goods, and
Sorry,
with all
from landed cost of goods or
no, from
cost of
cost
goods?
of goods.
Oh, from cost of goods. Okay.
From cost of goods, because because of the tariffs, like I would say landed cost, but because of the tariffs I can't even tell you if it's four. And when people will be listening to the podcast, they will tell me, oh, you said 5 or 6, but in reality I have 15% margin after all of my tariffs I'm paying. So that's why I'm
I
trying
see
to
you
do
have
it.
PTSD like I do. Like when I say
Oh,
something publicly, people call me on it, but things
yeah.
change.
Yeah,
So,
the funny story about the saying publicly, I did my first podcast in US with Bradley Sutton
uh-huh.
back in 20, I think 18, and I was still not sure in English what means margin and what means profits.
Mhm.
And when Bradley asked me like, "What margins are you looking at?" and I said 100%. And then Kevin King listened to this podcast. And can you imagine? I could not even imagine that Kevin King would listen to this podcast. And then Kevin called on this Bradley. He's like, "Who is this lady? She's talking about 100% margins. Like, what BS is that?" And Bradley, like, I know." And then when I met couple years later, I met Kevin King, and like we spoke, and my English was already better. And I'm still working on my English. Of course, I know I'm making like grammar mistakes, and I'm foreigner, guys. So, and Kevin said, "Yeah, I actually called Bradley on that." I'm like, Kevin, margins and profits were for me a little bit confusing at the time. So I learned my lesson. Now, when I'm speaking in public, I'm trying to be as cautious as possible.
100% margin. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up. Yeah.
So, Isabel, I want to switch gears a little bit and just kind of talk about what you do with your customers. So, it sounds like your primary service is helping people find profitable products to sell on Amazon. Is that accurate? And validate everything,
And develop. Yeah.
right?
And find and
And
develop.
develop. Okay, so does that imply that you actually help them find the suppliers and make everything as well?
Yes. That's
Okay.
how I'm showing you this stuff. That's why I have it in my house, because we've been checking the samples and my family just keep using it.
And so, what is your target customer, if I may ask, for your agency?
For my agency, first, it's supposed to be right mindset. So people can't come to us and say, "Hey, I just want money to flow into my bank account tonight or
They want
tomorrow."
100% margins, right?
Yeah, with
It's on your
100%
yeah.
margin. It's supposed has to, like, this person's supposed to be as reasonable as possible. So we have to understand that business is a risk. Ritz Momentum is mitigating the risk. We're not eliminating the risk. We're helping you out to reduce your risk and improve the quality of your life while you're working with product research, validation, and development, because it's a complicated process. And people that understand that they will become break even, not profitable, break even in about 6 to 8 months from the start. That's the expectation they're supposed to set. And every single business is about investment. So you're not going into business waiting for the cash back. You're going into business as an adventure, your future opportunity, because you want to escape 9 to 5 or start something new. It is not a cashback, and it's not a cashback on spot.
Yes.
So that's kind of, it's all comes out to mindset.
So that's good. You set the proper expectations before you begin. I guess that's to your advantage too, because then people don't
Yeah.
get mad at you like like that other person.
Yeah,
Uh,
like, oh, you developed a shit show. I'm like, no, we did not.
one thing actually I forgot to ask you about is you help with the launch as well, right? What is your go-to launch strategy these days?
We don't really help with lunch, because I do believe that every single one of us means expert. We have our expertise and we have our strength. And I do refer to people that will help lunch.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean we disappear. We are there to help. So we also work on listings, but only for primarily on listings for the product we develop, because we understand how to present this product to the audience. I would love to keep it in house and I want to continue doing it for our customers. But when it comes to like, here's your lunch, we refer to the best PPC guys that
Okay.
can only imagine, and to influencers, and we do provide the strategy.
Mhm.
We have it in our blueprint, but I don't hold the hand there because my strength is product research,
Right.
validation, and development. That's what I do.
You mentioned earlier that when you're talking about customer personas to choose two or three of them, but in the final listing, you kind of have to tailor the copy and choose one, right? So are you just kind of testing the different avatars, or
That's
do
why we
you?
have variations.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So you sell the same product under multiple listings with different copy? Is that what I'm
Or it
hearing?
can be, for example, let's say one child, and nobody is going to sell socks right now. Okay, so it's just an example. So
Okay.
one child likes Mickey Mouse, and another one likes dinosaurs, and another one like woodland themed something. But and for example, for Mickey Mouse, we will have 50% of audience, and for two others, we'll have 25 and 15, something like this, or 25, 25. It doesn't mean I don't want to sell a product that has only 25% out of 100 of my target audience, because I will still make some money. I will just develop this product as the second choice. Or some customers, they're coming to us, and we usually develop 2 to 3 variations, just because we need to test ideas against each other and against competitors.
Mhm.
And if we develop the ideas that really good enough and they're going with like 49.51 or 30.70, we still have this split where customers want to buy this product, they really like it. So we just recommend our clients to create this product as the second variation,
Got it.
because there's still the audience for that one.
That makes sense. And the key takeaway of the audience is sell socks. Isabel, you heard it here first. Sell socks. I'm just
No.
kidding. But that makes total sense. So as you're doing your research and you find out different avatars, you're going to want to think about variations that you can make to tailor the product to each individual avatar. Is that
Yeah.
accurate? Okay.
It is accurate. You also have to think what is like, how you're gonna treat this brand, because if it's gonna be just one product you launch and that's it, or how you're going to expand and how you're planning to work around it, right? Because
Right.
if it will go deeper, can you create community around it? Right? Will this
Right.
community purchase it? Will this community come to your meetup? Will they pay you for memberships to learn more about the problem you're solving? Because this one is clearly cooking community of whatever kitchen you can. It can be for lo mein, or it can be for pasta, or it can be for some bowls, healthy bowls, and yada yada yada. Right?
Mhm. Well, that's great, Isabella. If anyone wants to hire you for your services, where can they find you online?
They have to text you.
They have to text me? No, you're doing it against me. I have Isabella's cell also. I will be posting it right beneath this episode in case.
Yeah. So I'm pretty open, guys. My phone number is 904-609-4748. Feel free to text, and I will just join you to my WhatsApp chat, and I will link you to my sales team, and they will start the discovery. And I learned this tip from Perry Belcher. When I
Oh,
heard him, like I'm part of his mastermind, and one day he just like he sent out his phone number, and I'm like, and I checked my contact. I'm like, that's his phone number. I'm like, Perry, what are you doing? He said, yeah, why should I hide from people? This is my phone number. I'm like, you know what? I will just start giving people my phone number. So yeah, 904-609-4748. Just text me, guys.
his cell phone number is actually in every email that he sends. Did you? Yeah,
Yes, he's crazy.
yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, yeah, I have it in the pocket. I'm like, Perry, you're just crazy.
Well, Isabella, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I'm sure the listeners will get a lot out of what you had to say.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And it's always fun to chat with you.
Thank you.